Over the past couple of years, Samsung has been continually upping their cell phone game to not just compete with the likes of their rival Apple, but have also been able to practically blast past other Android phones on the market, so as to assert themselves as the leader in all things high-end cell phone tech. And who can blame them? The Samsung flagship lineup has been showing off huge scale numbers, with stuff like 108 megapixel cameras, 16 gigabytes of RAM, octo-core processors, and 1 terabyte of storage space, making these phones from Samsung practically like carrying around a literal computer in your pocket. And while the likes of the names like the Samsung Note line, the S line, and now Fold line being thrown around for quite some time now due to their obviously superior specs in comparison to, well, basically every other Android phone on the market, the biggest drawback has been the price point. Because let's face it, with their flagship phones, you're going to be seeing price tags racking up well into the $1,000 price point. And as recently as with the Z Fold 2, you're going to be shelling out nearly $2,000 for their larger storage space offerings. So that kind of begs the question, is there even any Samsung phones that are able to have that meet-in-the-middle moment, with both being able to have the high-end specs of their high-end phones, but still be reasonably priced and not break your bank? And the answer to that is yes. Because thanks to the Samsung Galaxy A52, you can really now have the best of both worlds. For starters, the A52 does come in a super reasonable price point of $410 for their 128GB model, which only goes up an extra $100 or so to about $540 for their highest gigabyte storage of 256. This will give you plenty of space to be able to hold all your music, documents, and even pictures or videos that you take throughout your daily life. And speaking of the camera, you will honestly be thoroughly surprised to know that Samsung has not skimped out on giving you their fantastic smartphone camera, which can be found on many of their other flagship devices. The Samsung Galaxy A52 does come with a full lineup of 4 back cameras that offer brilliant snaps every time you take a picture or video. The main camera is a 64 megapixel wide lens with a 12 megapixel ultra wide and 2 5 megapixel lenses for both macro and depth shots. You're going to be getting some of the most crystal clear and professional style photos that you've ever seen. Not to mention that the front camera itself does come in a whopping 32 megapixels for that same crystal clear look on your selfies. Plus, the fact that both cameras can shoot at a constant 4K 30fps gives your videos that cinema style look and feel every time you pull out your camera. Under the hood, as previously mentioned, you're either going to get a 128 or 256 gigabyte storage option with 3 iterations of RAM at either 4, 6, or 8 gigabytes, giving you the chance to pick how much speed you need for your daily needs. And topping it off as well, you'll be getting an octo-core Snapdragon 720G chip that is blazing fast and can handle many applications at once to be able to be the most optimal experience that a budget phone like this does have to offer. Now, in terms of the overall look of the phone on the screen, it comes with a Super AMOLED 90Hz refresh rate, a pixel per inch count of 407, all wrapped up in a stunning 1080 by 2400 display, and that basically makes every picture and every video the chance to stand out and have every color pop, giving completely unparalleled clarity, which makes the budget phone really stand out from the competition, which, at this point, is far behind it. Oh, and something that has been missing on a lot of the phones these days has been a 3.5mm headset jack, because of the favor towards more of the newer Bluetooth headsets, which have been coming out in recent years. Well, old school music lovers rejoice, as the A52 does still sport one, along with 5.0 Bluetooth, so you can either rock out old school or new school, no matter what your preference is. Plus, the A52 has a solid battery life thanks to its 4,500 mAh capacity, which is quite a nice touch on a phone like this, considering that you would think Samsung would scale it back on a budget phone of this kind, but not in the slightest. They have not only stuck with big battery space, but have also decided to keep the USB charging port old with an older model of port, namely the 2.0, along with no wireless charging capabilities and a standard charging speed, meaning that you're going to not get that super fast charging that many of us are used to on the high-end phones. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy A52 is a fantastic budget phone that is going to be able to give you that fantastic middle ground that so many people are craving when looking for something that's going to give them that feel of a big-time phone, but without the big-time Benjamins. Also, if you enjoyed this video review, please make sure to give us a big thumbs up, as well as subscribe to our channel to see more product reviews like this, along with dinging that notification bell so you're always kept up to date on the latest and greatest stuff we put out there. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later.